Good morning, people. Today, Prashant Singh, welcome you, and today I am going to discuss on a few new topics that will be particularly on the objects and fields, sales cloud. So, after watching this video, if you face any sort of the questions, if you face any sort of a problem, then you have my LinkedIn profile here and my Twitter account. Uh, you can post your questions and I will try to answer you as soon as possible. So today's topic which we are going to discuss is introduction to Salesforce, type of the Salesforce org edition, how to create the login into the DevOps, what is the Sales Cloud, what is object and field. So as in the previous video, as I have spoken about the Salesforce, I have spoken about the CRM, I have spoken about the type of cloud, and I tried to understand, uh, I try to make you understand what is the cloud is, what are the three type of the clouds is, what is a CRM, what is the requirement of the CRM, and what is Salesforce. So coming to the back to our new topics. So the Salesforce was the Salesforce was founded by the two former executive of Oracle, Mark Benioff and the Parker Harris in 1999. And when they were developing the Salesforce, uh, they were very precise from the two prospects. One is what sort of the business domain they are going to hit, and they have also taken care of that which the for a company or an individual who would like to buy the license of the Salesforce. So they have also taken care of those things, and to make the Salesforce login or a license value for money, they have different editions available in the market. I will be taking the name of the uh, few of the name. One is the personal edition, contact manager edition, group edition, professional edition, and unlimited edition. For all those people who want to learn the Salesforce, for all those people who want to have some practice on the Salesforce, they have given us a free, uh, that is a developer edition. And developer edition have the 5 MB of data storage, 20 MB of the file storage, two Salesforce CRM licenses, and the best part is it will never expire until unless you log in once in a 6 month. It will never get expired. So how to create the login into the Salesforce? You simply have to go into the type the URL developer.salesforce.com. Click on sign up. It's a very easy, simple form like you do for any the sign up process for any of the email like the Gmail or a social media account. You simply have to put your name here, the first name, the last name, your Gmail, Yahoo, or whatever the email address you have. You can choose any of the role here, like the developer, architect, administrator. So for I will suggest for everyone who are learning in the Salesforce, they can go for a developer so that they will have the entire their developer org set up accordingly. Then they can put the company name. You can put the XYZ, ABC, whatever. It's just a formality. You can choose your country here. Put your postal code here. You can. They have given you the username format. You can put your username here, like xyz@gmail.com, and sign me up. Once you will be able to complete this process, you will get a verification email on your email address. From then, uh, verifying from your email address, you will complete this process. So then you can go and type the login.salesforce.com, and then, because I was using the different account, but then you will get this kind of the screen. You will put the username here, the password here, and login. Once you will be able to log in, you will get this kind of the screen. Now to check which edition actually you are using, you can simply drag your mouse here on the tab, and you can see that which edition you are actually using. This is the developer edition I am using. So if you are working on any of the the other kind of the additions, like for those who are getting the training in some company, they can check whether they are working on some other editions. So if they are working on the unlimited edition, you will get the detail of the unlimited edition here. Now coming to the objects and field. So to make you understand what is the object, for just have a look to this picture here right now. I'm talking about this box which has a name XYZ. It has some fields: serial number, name, address, city. So imagine that when you were seeking the admission into some course, into some college or university, a representative gave you the form to fill up. You need to paste your the photograph there. You need to to put your the details there, your name, your education, uh, your address, your city, which the course you are I mean the which in which course you are trying to enroll yourself. So that particular application form, for just for time being I'm saying, that particular application form which you are holding in your hand is an object. If I'm clear till now, then I will be made then it will be easy for you to understand that what is the object is. So let's say the first person with a XYZ he submitted his detail, so that will be the record one, and the person came in after that, that will be the person two. In the same way, the number of people will come, and the, everyone will be filling the same kind of the information. Everyone will be filling the same kind of the application form. Details may vary, like someone names will be the Joseph, and the name can be the name of the Ramchand. The third name can be the Suhail Khan. So the details can be vary. The courses may the name of the person will be varying. The courses can be vary. The percentage of which you have scored in your 10th and 12th can vary. But the information which they are seeking is the only the one. I mean the only may they have the one format, and that is the object actually. This all record will be stored in one object. In a layman language, if I try to explain you, this is the application form, and when all the applications form, you will be putting into a single file. So that file is known as the object. You can name that file as a application form file. And those who have the technical understanding with the database, so object is a kind of the database table. Now let me show you the how the object look like in a Salesforce. So as I said, going first with the lead object. So lead object means that it will be holding the information of the lead. I will explain you about the what actually the lead object means, but just have a look that this is the kind of the data we save of inside an object. It's just a simple thing like you are filling up my application form. Just to develop the understanding in this session that what is the object is, because in the next session I will be taking you deep into the objects, uh, but right now just to develop the understanding that what actually the object is, I have I introduce this topic so that that will be the because this once you will be able to understand the development understanding with this objects and fields, you will be able to understand my next topic in today's session, that's a sales cloud. So the object we have in the Salesforce is of the three type. uh, Mostly they are the two type, but we also have the one kind of the object which is not that much in use. So the first kind of the object is the standard object. The second kind of the object is the custom object. Now, what is a standard object? A standard object means like uh, whatever the objects the Salesforce has given you. When you will be creating your your user ID, your user login into the DevOps, you will be seeing the whatever the objects you will be seeing, that will be the standard, that is the given by the Salesforce to you. But you can create your, if your requirement comes which is not getting the fulfilled by the standard object, you can create your custom objects as well. Similar way, in the objects, the fields you were seeing, I saw you some fields here. So the fields which you get from the Salesforce, those are the standard fields, and the field which you create in an object, in a standard object or a custom object, you can create the fields in both kind of the object. That is the custom field. And taking you to the next label, a little bit, the next label, because this topic I will be taking up the separate session on the objects and fields, but just to develop the understanding, we have the third type of the field as well, which is a kind of the custom field. That's the external field, and this we use only when we have to take care of some data, if some data is coming from the external system into our Salesforce. For example, if some data is coming from the SAP into our Salesforce, so any sort of the data which is coming from the external source, so to just to make the 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 uniqueness between the two records, one in the Salesforce, one in the external ID, how we will be identifying. So we make a external field here, and that external field holds the ID of the external record into this Salesforce. Like you all have, the uh, all have your enrollment number in your schools, your colleges. So that is the ID by which we identify, okay, this is the ID of Ramchandra. This is I'm sorry, this is the student ID of the Suhail Khan. I will explain you detail about this all this topic, but for now, understand that the object is 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 simply, when you have the, just for understanding, you have the application form 1, you have the application form 2, you have the application form 3, and when you store all these application forms in a file, that is the object. And those who have the a little bit knowledge of the database, then for them, the one who for them, they can understand that it's a kind of the database table. And only understand for today that we have the two kind of the object. One is the standard object, and there is the custom object. That means the objects which is given by the Salesforce, and the object which we create ourselves, that's a custom object. Okay. Now coming to the next topic, that's the Sales Cloud. So as I said in the beginning of the session, that the Mr. Mark Benioff and the Mr. Harris Parker, they both actually, before introducing the Salesforce in the market, they did a deep analysis, and the deep analysis to understand the each and every business domain, and to understand what is the client's requirement is, and also they understood that how to make the Salesforce uh, worth for the money. Like somebody who's going to purchase the license, that particular company or an individual do not feel like that this is too costly. So they have, they have given you the different editions, and every edition have a different features, whichever suits you, whichever you can say, like this is specifications are good for me, you can buy it. This, for your understanding, when you go for when you go for to purchase to any of the cell phone, laptop, or the cars, you go for the the what the features they are giving to you, what is the cost they are charging from you, and you understand, you you look into your pocket, and then you buy. So coming back to the Sales Cloud, so now since you have your you have your dev or credentials with you, you created your dev org. Now when when you log into your Salesforce, from here from here you can select your the Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, the community, app launcher. Okay, these which you are seeing here, actually these applications I have created. But when you will because you have your fresh the login, I mean you have not done anything in your the DevOps, so you will be seeing everything standard which is provided by the Salesforce, like the app exchange, developer community, tailblazer community. Now just to give you the the knowledge about the app exchange. Like all those who are using the Android cell phone, uh, our Android applications are available on the Play Store. So similar way, the Salesforce applications are available in the app exchange. There's the one more the exchange, that is the idea exchange, and the idea exchange is place like you when you feel that this feature should be present in the Salesforce, but it is not available right now. So you put your idea on the idea exchange, and people vote it based on the the voting. The highest voted with the ideas, they consider, and they you know uh, try to bring into the next release. The Salesforce bring their updations uh, 3 times in a year, and these releases are particularly known as the summer, winter, and spring. So coming to this now, you can choose the cloud like this. Right now, I'm using the Sales Cloud. So understand the Sales Cloud. Uh, when we talk about the sales, we what actually we mean? We mean the like anything which we are going to sell, anything which we are trying to sell out in the market. That's a sales cloud. So the Salesforce have a cloud which is they particularly they are working on the sales process, and right now which you can see here, all these, the product, pricing, campaign, lead, account, contact, opportunity, order, cases, solution, report, and dashboard are the objects. Now product, the process start from the product. For any of the manufacturing company, they will be they will be manufacturing their product, they will be developing the product, and once they will be, so this particular product object will be holding the entire detail of the products. Now pricing. So pricing for for every product, there will be there will be the pricing, and that pricing will be the will vary depending upon the the models, depending upon uh, the places. So their pricing they maintain into the pricing object. Then comes to the campaign. So understand this way. Just close your eyes and listen to me, like and try to create the picture in your mind. Uh, your product is ready. You decided the price, and let's say you decided that this is the price in dollars. This is the price in the rupees. Then you started the campaign. Campaigning means like you do the sort of the advertisement. You start the giving the people the awareness about your product. So that's a campaign. From that campaign, you were doing the campaign, and people starting the querying. You people starting inquiry, doing the inquiry about your product. So that is the lead. You get the lead. You get the the your people are coming to you, so you are getting the leads. Okay. And for example, you are a genset manufacturer, and your company name is Kloster. So you have manufactured some generator. You decided the pricing according to the country, according to the model. Then you are campaigning, you are showcasing your generator into the market. People are coming, and they are asking about the generators, about the detail. And the person who came to you, for example, he is from the Tech Mahindra. So Tech Mahindra is the account. Now 2 3 people came from the Tech Mahindra. So instead of the filling the all these 2 3 people information into the lead object, you fill the information into the contact. From the product, your product got manufactured, you did the pricing, your campaign, and campaign is active. I mean, the campaign is going on. People are coming and inquiring. The, the people who are coming to you, they are inquiring about a product. They are associated with some, the company. So company name is account. And since, for example, where the case come where from the one company, the 2 3 people came. So instead of entering the data into the lead object, you started it entering the data into the contact. So in contact, what there's one more case which you can understand. Let's say that there's the first person came, the second person came, third person came, and when the sales representative taking this data, they gave a call to the first person. He said that the second person will be the right person to answer whether they are going to purchase a generator or not. Then you call to second person, and then the second person said that the third person is a senior most, and he or she will be the decision maker. So you will be creating the contact in such a way that the below the third, the one and the second, first and second person will be added, and that becomes the contact. Now the discussion is is going on. So you've created an opportunity. In this case, it might be possible is that your product will be sold, or you might be possible that your product uh, you know you are unable to sold your product. But as I said in the previous session, that the CRM definition says that it maintains your present, past, and the future data. So even if you are failed to sold your product, you won't be by you deleting the information. You will be keeping in the information of the customer, that maybe in future when you will they try to poke the customer again. I'm sorry, not I will not say the customer. You will try to poke the contact again. And why I'm not saying the customer, because if you are failed to sell your product right now, it is not your customer. It will be your future customer. It can be a future customer. So right now I'm saying the contact. But if you are able to sell your product right now, then this opportunity will be your uh, you know uh, I mean that's a win opportunity. You are able to sell your product, and then there comes the another object, that's the order, where you start the maintain data of your order, that how many number of the generator they have as, which configuration they have as. Once your product is is ready for the order, and the customer using, obviously after sales service comes. So in case if they face some sort of the problem, you maintain the data of uh, the the customer problem into the case object. And then the solution, many times you have seen that when you call the customer care, so they ask you, sir, please restart your system, press this key or press that key. So they very in the solution object, we maintain the question, the answers of those questions which are the very frequently may asked by the customer on the phone call. Then the last object which comes is the report and dashboard. This report and dashboard object is basically, to analyze the performance, they analyze the, the what sort of the sales they have done, how many, the cases are they have satisfactory solved. So this is for the analyzing only. So in total, this is the the sales cloud, where you start with your the product manufacturing, then the pricing, then you do the campaign. And remember, till the time your campaign is active, you will be able to add the lead. So the campaign, then the lead, account, contact, opportunity, order, cases, solution, and report and dashboard. In the next session, I will be going deep into the Sales Cloud, where I will be taking you deep into the Sales Cloud, and how you will be, you will be working into the Sales Cloud, how you will be maintaining the data, how you will be, this entire cycle works into the Sales Cloud. I request you that if you have any question, you can uh, tweet me. You can message me on my LinkedIn, and I will be answering you as soon as possible. Hope you have enjoyed my session.